while I'm out here weighing stuff, I want to show you something else as well. I don't know the result of this yet, and I will super fast speed everything up so that it's not me just faffing around with string and stuff like that. But let me show you one example of where I went way over the top, like I always do. So come with me. So that lower half there that's still in Reflectix or insulation, I previously kitted that out with 12mm, and then the top half of everything was 9mm because that was more flexible. Lovely and dense, lovely and strong. It was, you know, super noise reducing and things like that. But we've got the problem. I'm gonna weigh what just that one panel is in 12mm. Then I'm gonna weigh it in 3mm, which is what I'm going for, and I'll put it on there and it's fine. I was going crazy with ply, Cost me a fortune as well, and now I have to pay to get rid of it. Heartbreaking. So let's go. .83. That was not as fun or as elegant as I hoped, but that was 7.34. So 7.34. Right, let's go find the equivalent piece. .44. So don't take a genius looking at that when the first piece was 2.83, just for a quarter of that. That I'm close to saving 8 kilos. 8 kilos. And I know it makes perfect sense because this is 3.5mm and that's 12mm, so you'd think, yeah, it's just like 1/4, but that's shocking. So that's 8 kilos. Basically got the same both sides, give or take, because of the shower. So probably another 15 kilos saved on something totally unnecessary. Which, to be honest, half of it is hidden behind the kitchen and you never see it, could never even touch it. The rest is in the garage, so it never needed to be anywhere near 12mm. Originally, the top half of this was all covered in 9mm, 9mm. So not only have we, and it sounds really petty, but not only have we got these big cutouts, but this is now reduced to 3mm. So again, you know, we've got to be saving another 10 kilos each side on that, I would imagine. So yes, we are heading in the right direction, which is skinny. So this is probably the only place where I've left any 12mm in, and that is because I mean, I've cut half of it away, and then I'm going to cover it with 3mm, because on that section the lagoon table fixes to this, and that needed to have a really substantial fixing, so I didn't want to cop out and go for 3mm on that. I'm keeping the real structural 12mm in so that the table has got a really substantial fixing. One thing that I've noticed more than anything is the weight that a drawer can add to your build. I'm never going to count the frontal, because I'm going to compare this to a cupboard. So if you had a cupboard, you're always going to cover the front of your cupboard. So what you do have in addition is drawer runners, the box section, which is usually like a metal, that kind of thing, and then you've got the drawer base. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but watch this. That's one drawer. Got to discount the frontal, but that's one drawer. 7.5 kilos. That's before you start filling it up. Now I love drawers, I understand that, but if we can have a cupboard with a few boxes in there, that kind of thing, you're talking, if there's 3 drawers, you're talking close to 24 kilos before you've even put anything inside them. Now I've also got something else to show you. Soft close drawer runner. Let me find somewhere to hook on. There's a soft close drawer runner. They're heavy duty, so they're, you know, they're quite a decent, you know, soft close, lovely, nice ball bearings, that kind of thing. Let me just set this to 0. That is a grain off of 1 kilo. You need 2 of these per drawer. So you've got 2 kilos almost before you've even put your drawer box in. That's scary. That is absolutely scary. Well, it's scary when your van's overweight. So I have actually cancelled out a lot of drawers anyway because of my layout change. But if you're designing yours from scratch, perhaps think about a tool cupboard as opposed to lots of drawers, and then maybe organise it a little bit differently on the inside, because that's heavy. That's a lot. That's 10 kilos per drawer, including the runners. So hopefully we're going in the right direction. On the other hand, to create some clever storage without so much weight, now it's not everyone's cup of tea, and truthfully my shower was backing through here when the unit used to be real high level, and I had to hide it because even if I moved the shower to the other side, I'd still have 2 holes, so I wasn't happy with that. So I created this little fella to offer us some bed storage. So my cushion is going to cover the first 100 mil, but this allows us somewhere to stuff stuff at night, maybe even put a cup of tea there. I've got a couple of charging points. I'm going to mount my iPad here facing this way. Now this has offered us lots of options and storage for the sake of one piece of timber that's had most of the meat cut out of it. Not everyone's cup of tea, and this is just a trial. I've got a buddy with a CNC machine who's going to, when times are a little bit different, he's going to hook me up and create this, but on a CNC machine, because it does look good. But I've created this by drilling a hole in each corner and using a circular saw and then a jigsaw to create this, and then I've routed it. So I want this, but on a real professional level, done on a CNC machine, and that will be mint. There is no doubt the easiest, quickest way, but not the cheapest way necessarily, to drop some weight in your van is to get rid of those AGM or lead acid batteries and go lithium. I had 3 100 amp hour AGM batteries, 30 kilos each, so that's 90 kilos, giving me a usable energy of about 150 if you're discharging 50%. I've gone for lithium, 1 100 amp hour battery. It's a super pack, so it takes a high charge input. I'm going to do a video on it. So I think that's going to be more than enough. One battery, 15 kilos. That's 75 kilos gone. I'll show you it. Nope. It hasn't turned up. I'm going camping on Tuesday. It hasn't turned up. I've sold my other batteries. I've gone to Halfords and bought a 70 quid, 70 amp hour, pound an amp, 70 amp hour battery just to run some things, because this camping trip has to happen. My mum's got the boy. We're going just us two, so we can have music and beers and fun and lions and all that, so it has to happen. I've had to throw this battery in just so that we can go camping, just to run a few things. I don't care if I kill it. For the sake of 70 quid, we haven't been anywhere in so long. It had to happen. But I have gone lithium, so as part of my weight loss, this is 17 kilos ironically, so I'm going to weigh it for my next video, leave that battery in, and it's basically going to represent my lithium battery when that finally gets here. So yes, obvious weight saver, lithium batteries. So let's address the elephant in the room and swiftly move on. Yes, lockdown has been slightly lifted, but I couldn't find the other cap that I've been using during this video, so the continuity is going to be a little bit out, so I do apologise. This is to round up this video. These are probably the main places that I think we've lost some weight. Gonna run through them. Some are exact, pretty much exact, and some are slightly estimated. But I think, well, actually, I know my ceiling was reduced by 30 kilos because I weighed that. Ply, that's reducing from 12 to 3 and 9 to 3. I've worked that out to be in the area of about 40 kilos. My kitchen, I'm going to put 50 kilos next to that one because I lost a unit that side that had a drawer in it, and a section that had a couple of drawers in this side. I didn't weigh it all together cumulatively, but I did weigh what one drawer was, and it shocked me a little bit. I'm going to put 50 kilos on that. My seat, I haven't spoke about that much yet because that's come in separately. I think I've lost about 25 kilos on that. That video will be to follow. And the battery, well, that is a definite 75 kilo loss. So this is the easiest place to lose weight. Probably the most expensive actually, but that's a big chunk of weight loss there. So what do I think we've got here? 75, 150, 190. Those numbers on that board equate to 220. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. So I'm gonna go weigh it now. You'll have to stick around for that video, but it will follow this video very shortly. So I've almost finished editing this video, just needed to round it up. And the other one would be literally me going on a weigh bridge, sorted. 220 kilos, that's what we're aiming for.